Welcome to Wallace on Wire. It's frankly astonishing how a simple mistake, just a momentary oversight, can suddenly blow up into a national firestorm here in Malaysia. It becomes this huge political battleground, and, it completely overshadows maybe more pressing issues we face. It feels like symbols that are supposed to bring us together can sometimes, well, be used to drive us apart. I genuinely find it concerning when an honest error, something unintentional, spirals into this kind of spectacle. It really makes you wonder about the bigger picture, doesn't it? What's really going on underneath? So, what do you make of this? Seeing how easily things like this can escalate in our political landscape, we'd love to hear your thoughts too.
We are talking, of course, about that recent incident.
Yeah.
Involved a hardware store, right? And the national flag was mistakenly displayed upside down just for a short while. But wow, did it spark a discussion, a significant one, and not just about the mistake itself.
No, not at all. It wasn't just some minor blip. The reactions from key political figures were strong, immediate. You had Dato Sri Wikasyong, the president of the Malaysian Chinese Association. He weighed in pretty quickly. He was quite outspoken.
He was. His main point, if I recall, was that turning an unintentional mistake into, I think he called it a political farce, that only creates division.
Right, a farce.
Yeah, and he stressed that these kinds of actions, they just instill fear, make ordinary people hesitant, to even fly the flag proudly.
So, making people scared rather than patriotic?
Exactly. He emphasized that leaders should be inspiring patriotism through, well, education, setting an example, not acting like self-appointed enforcers. He was very clear. Let law enforcement handle it legally, without political pressure or politicians setting arbitrary deadlines. That was his stance.
Okay, so that's one perspective. Then, coming from a slightly different angle, but just as strong, was Anthony Loke. He's the Secretary General of the Democratic Action Party. He framed his response more around condemning bullying tactics. What was he getting at there?
Right, the bullying angle. He was directly hitting out at attempts to publicly pressure the Attorney General's chambers, pushing them to prosecute the store owner. He argued that kind of pressure directly interferes with the independence of the prosecution, a really core principle.
Fundamental.
Absolutely. He basically said the Attorney General's chambers needs to be free to make decisions without any political influence hanging over them. Full stop.
Yes.
He actually said, this is naked bullying behavior. Absolutely unacceptable.
Strong words.
Very strong. And he tied it into broader issues, saying we need to oppose bullying not just in schools, but also, as he put it, bullying against the elderly. He really pushed for countering it with reason, peaceful means.
And didn't the Democratic Action Party do something quite public, too? With a flag?
They did. They sponsored a giant national flag for the hardware store, displayed it correctly, very publicly, as a clear visual statement, countering what they saw as intimidation.
Okay. Then there was a Leong, the Democratic Action Party youth chief. He used a really striking phrase, calling certain politicians political loan sharks. That's pretty intense language.
Political loan sharks, yeah. That definitely grabs your attention. He didn't hold back. He was accusing them of what he called double standards. Basically hypocrisy.
Okay, double standards. How so?
Well, he pointed fingers. He brought up an instance where, allegedly, the UMNO youth of Terengganu had a poster with the flag showing only 12 stripes instead of 14. And he also mentioned similar errors supposedly made by PAS members. So his challenge was basically, apply the same level of scrutiny to yourselves, to your own ranks, before you go after others for what might be an honest mistake. It really highlighted that sense of selective outrage you sometimes see.
Right. Focusing on one thing while maybe ignoring similar issues closer to home.
Precisely. And what's truly fascinating here, when you step back, is how this whole thing, this oversight about a flag, it suddenly becomes this lens. Through it, you can see these deeper tensions playing out in Malaysia, tensions about the rule of law, political overreach, even the very idea of national unity.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful reminder, isn't it, that even symbols meant to unite us can get caught up in political narratives, become tools almost.
Indeed. This whole conversation, it really drives home how vital it is to look at things from multiple angles when something like this happens. It shows there's usually more going on beneath the surface than you first think. What seems like it's just about a flag, well, it often touches on much deeper stuff: power, how things are perceived, what patriotism even means. Makes you wonder, maybe true patriotism is also about how we respond to mistakes, with understanding perhaps, not just about avoiding them in the first place. Something to think about. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.